Hey guys, I'm Michael Lown for TravelCostaRicaNow.com. TravelCostaRicaNow.com is a travel agency. We know Costa Rica and we want to help you know it too. Go to TravelCostaRicaNow.com, fill out the 4-minute form, and you'll be this much closer to the vacation of a lifetime. I promise you that. You know, I had to take my glasses off because the reflection was too bad. I have to talk louder because it's been raining off and on, and you know how the speakers are. Hopefully I look at least presentable. All right, guys, I hope everybody's being safe. I hope everybody's being smart. I hope everybody's helping their neighbor when they can. And at this point in the coronavirus pandemic, I hope you're keeping your anxiety and your stress levels at least to a manageable level. I know it's hard. Okay, man, it's like April 30th, I think. If it's not April 30th, it's darn close. I do know that. I want to give you an update on where we're at in Costa Rica as far as the coronavirus first. So, man, the numbers are low. They're low. They're under 700. It's like 695 reported cases here, man. Good job, Costa Rica. I gotta give it to them, man. So that's way good. Now the borders are still closed. The borders are still closed, and I will let you know when they open. Trust me, I'll let you. I'll let you know when they open. I am a travel agency. I will let you know. Now, as far as La Fortuna is concerned, I can't speak for the rest of the country. They're opening a few things. Restaurants, obviously, the grocery stores are still open. The banks are, are open. That kind of thing. Now, they can only open so much here because this is a tourist town. What are they going to do? There's no tourists, and the things that they would open are probably a little too expensive anyway for the locals that live here, so there's no really call for that. But they're opening a few things. Now, I heard they're going to open the gym on Monday. The gym on Monday. Now, I don't know if I can go because I can't think, really a gym during this kind of pandemic, this kind of contagious disease. It seems like a gym would be like the worst thing to open. But I don't know, man. Come Monday, it might be luring me, calling my name because I've been doing all my exercises here at home, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Oh, I wanted to tell you. I was saying before in other videos that here during this pandemic they've been they let you drive based on the last digit of your license plate, right? And I was saying that we haven't seen any police around Fortuna. We've seen no checkpoints or roadblocks. And I've been driving around, D'Angelo's been driving around, our friends have been driving around. We didn't see nothing. Come to find out, my friend did see something. It was during, I guess, Easter, I think 2 weeks ago. He lives up on the Waterfall Road, which is very close to me, and he went right down into a checkpoint, and he was not supposed to be driving according to his license plate. So they stopped him, man. They wanted to take his car. He told them no, which is already kind of funny to me how they do. He told them no, but what they do here is they take your license plate, which maybe is even worse. So he hasn't had his day in court yet, but we'll see what that fine is. But I think it might be quite a bit. I will ask him when that happens and see what it is, and I will let you know on that. It's so weird, it's a perfect example of Costa Rica. We live we live in the gray anyway, but here in Costa Rica, man, there are so many hues of gray, it's ridiculous. I don't see anybody. D'Angelo, a lot of our friends don't see nothing. One did. Okay, that's not funny. Sorry, Wes. Okay, so are you biting down right now? Ooh, ready for this to be over? I'm pretty chill. I am. I don't know what's happened to me in the last few years, whatever. I don't really get mad. I kind of take things in stride now. I've had a lot of videos about this. Now I might have some chicanery going on in my mind, but outside of my body, I'm pretty calm. But I gotta admit, I'm sure like you guys, what is the future going to hold? Will it get back? I'm not rich. I'm supposing you're not rich. What's the future? It's creates a little bit of anxiety and stress, to say the least, especially in these times. So what's going to change? Is there going to be a normal? Are we going to go back to normal? Is it going to be a new normal? What's the future freaking hold? Are we going to have a job? Are we going to have this as much? There are so many variables, since this kind of reflects on the whole world. There's so many variables. What happens in the United States totally affects me down here in Costa Rica. So what's happened is, I'm sure what's happened to you during this quarantine process, how can you not help but think about you and your future? Now, for me, what's saving me right now is I do lead a very, very simple life, and I have my bills down to the minimum. I obviously haven't made any money, in the last few months. I got sold no travel packages. Matter of fact, I've had to refund money. But man, in a few months, if things don't change, I could find myself living under a freeway, right? Like, I don't know, like many of you, maybe, not living under a freeway, you know what I mean? Now, for me, don't get sad for me, because there's a million people with worse problems, but with me personally, I would do a million things if I actually was broke. Which led me to start thinking about this next thing. Would I move back to the United States? Now, this question has come up numerous times in the last 14 years that myself and D'Angelo has lived here. And in different situations. Some people just ask us, hey, would you ever go back to the United States? And then it runs through my brain. I'm due a border crossing when I didn't have my residency, and I'm always thinking the worst. I'm thinking I'm going to go up there and they're going to go, Michael, we know what you're doing and you're not coming back into Costa Rica. So my brain would play tricks on me, so I'd have to think, oh, what if I have to go back to the United States? So these thoughts have definitely crossed my brain about tucking my tail and moving back to the United States. Well, it's definitely doing it now. So could I move back to the United States? And you know what? I couldn't. And I wouldn't. I couldn't do it. I don't know if you know about culture shock. Okay, so I don't know if you know these. This isn't a scientific thing, but the people that come down here from somewhere else to make a life here and try to make it here, to live here, I would say about 80% leave. They don't make it. And it could be a million different reasons. It could be culture shock. It could be medical reasons. It could be financial reasons. All kinds of reasons. I even have some videos on some of the reasons I think it is. But for me, I would have culture shock in reverse. I've lived down here too long. But the other thing, and it's not that I don't love the United States. It's not about the president. It's not about any of that. I've always done whatever I want to do anyway. I treat people right. I run my life as much as I can anyway. So it has nothing to do with that. I'm a patriot. So nothing to do with the United States, but it does kind of have something to do with the phases of my life. I just, that phase I had there, my life there. It was great, but it's over. I couldn't go back. I would consider it going backwards, and I couldn't do it. I don't know if this makes sense or it just sounds stupid. I would rather move forward and live in Bangladesh than go back to the United States. I just couldn't do it. To me, it's just going backwards. I would be so depressed. They say never say never. I swear to you, I can definitely say I would never live in the United States willingly. I don't know if that helped you, but I am still Michael Allen. It is TravelCostaRicaNow.com. And if it did help, well, that's great. Ciao.